Have you ever looked at your backyard flock and thought, something just isn't right? Your chickens are lethargic. They peck at the same spot endlessly. Some fight, others hide. And no matter what you do, the eggs aren't as plentiful or vibrant as they should be. Here's the truth. It's not about feed. It's not about supplements. It's about how your chickens are living. In this video, I'm going to show you why most backyard chickens stop acting like chickens, and how understanding this can transform your flock, your garden, and your entire homestead system. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to create an environment where your chickens thrive naturally, happier, healthier, and more productive. Chickens are incredible creatures. They're designed by nature to scratch, peck, dust bathe, forage, and explore. A chicken scratching in the dirt is doing far more than just looking for food. She's exercising her muscles, aerating the soil, and hunting insects. Dust bathing isn't just fun for them. It keeps parasites under control. Pecking isn't aggression. It's their natural social hierarchy in action. When you look at your flock, ask yourself, are they able to do these things freely? Or are they confined to a small coop with no grass, no soil, no bugs, and no stimulation? When chickens are restricted, everything changes. They become stressed, aggressive, or lethargic. They stop expressing natural behavior. And when chickens stop acting like chickens, the health problems start. Imagine this: a flock trapped in a tiny coop with a concrete floor. No insects, no dirt, no sunlight. A few leaves scattered in the corner. The hens peck desperately at each other. Some pluck feathers, some hide. And the eggs? Small, pale, fewer in number. That's what happens when chickens cannot act like chickens. Natural behavior isn't a luxury. It's a foundation. Hens that can scratch, forage, dust bathe, and explore produce more eggs, lay richer eggs, and stay healthier. Now let's get practical. Most backyard chicken keepers make the same mistakes without realizing it. Mistake number 1, overcrowding. Chickens need space. Inside the coop, each bird should have enough room to stretch, flap, and perch. Outside, they need space to scratch, explore, and forage. Too many birds crammed together lead to stress, aggression, and reduced productivity. Mistake number 2, ignoring environmental enrichment. Bare coops, no perches, no dust bathing areas, no small garden patches. Without stimulation, chickens become bored and frustrated. Boredom manifests as feather pecking, aggression, and lethargy. Mistake number 3, neglecting seasonal needs. Chickens evolved to respond to natural sunlight and seasonal changes. Lack of daylight in winter or too little shade in summer causes stress, which reduces egg production and can harm health. Mistake number 4, mismanaging social hierarchy. Hens have a pecking order. Too little space, poor coop layout, or sudden flock changes disrupt their social structure, increasing bullying and stress. Here's a visual. Imagine 2 coops. One is a bare 6 by 6 foot cage. Birds are cramped, feather plucking everywhere. The second is a spacious, well-enriched coop with perches, dust baths, and a small garden patch. Birds scratch, dust bathe, and interact naturally. Which flock do you think produces more eggs? Which flock is healthier? Most backyard keepers unintentionally create stressful environments that stop chickens from acting naturally. How can you tell if your chickens are suffering? Here are the signs. Feather plucking, a classic stress response. Lethargy, not exploring, not scratching, sitting idly. Aggression or bullying, frequent pecking injuries, hens chasing each other constantly. Minimal foraging, ignoring grass, leaves, insects. Egg production issues, fewer eggs, pale yolks, smaller size. Recognizing these signs is critical. If your chickens exhibit any of these, it's not because they're lazy or weak. It's because their environment is failing them. Here's an example from a small homestead. The owner had 8 hens in a tiny backyard pen. They were pecking each other constantly. One had bald spots, and egg production was down. Once the pen was expanded, dust baths added, and small garden patches rotated, the chickens transformed. They scratched, pecked, dust bathed, explored, and the eggs returned, richer and more plentiful than before. This is the power of natural behavior. Environment is the single most critical factor in a chicken's well-being. Space. Each bird needs enough room inside the coop and outside to forage and explore. Cramped conditions lead to stress, aggression, and disease. Ground quality. Soil, grass, leaves, mulch, and access to insects create a natural foraging environment. Chickens scratch the soil, aerate it, and hunt insects, all while feeding themselves naturally. Sunlight and ventilation. Natural light is essential for vitamin D synthesis and maintaining circadian rhythms. Fresh air reduces ammonia buildup and respiratory stress. Seasonal access. Chickens need to follow natural cycles. In winter, short days reduce activity. In summer, shade and access to fresh greens keep them cool. Aligning access to natural rhythms is simple, but most backyard setups ignore this. Let's picture it visually. A homestead with small plots, scattered leaves, dust baths, perches, and open grass. Chickens roam freely, scratching, dust bathing, and pecking for insects. Contrast this with a small, bare pen. Minimal space, no stimulation, stress, feather pecking. Your chickens thrive when the environment meets their natural instincts. This is the foundation for all future success. Once you understand behavior and environment, the next step is integration. Think of chickens as participants in your homestead system, not just pets. Example 1. Foraging in garden patches. Chickens eat insects and weeds naturally. Soil is aerated and fertilized. Chickens feed themselves while improving your garden. Example 2. Dust bathing areas. Keeps hens parasite-free. Provides stimulation and stress relief. Simple. A patch of dry soil or sand works wonders. Example 3. Rotational access. Rotate chickens through small garden patches or orchard areas. Provides fresh greens and insects constantly. Prevents overgrazing while maintaining healthy soil and plants. The key is systems thinking. Your chickens are not isolated. They are part of your garden ecosystem. When integrated properly, they produce eggs, maintain soil fertility, and reduce pests, all without commercial feed yet. Quick tips for encouraging natural behavior. Practical steps you can implement today. 1. Provide dirt and sand for dust bathing. 2. Scatter leaves, mulch, or straw for scratching. 3. Allow small garden access for foraging. 4. Add perches to coops to mimic natural roosts. 5. Ensure seasonal access to sun, shade, and outdoor space. 6. Observe social dynamics to prevent bullying. These steps are simple, low-cost, and foundational. They build the behavior and environment needed for thriving chickens. Chickens are foraging birds, not pets confined to cages. Natural behavior is essential. Scratching, pecking, dust bathing, exploring. Common mistakes include overcrowding, bare coops, lack of enrichment, and ignoring seasonal cycles. Signs of poor behavior: feather plucking, lethargy, aggression, minimal foraging, poor egg production. Environment is everything. Space, soil, sunlight, ventilation, seasonal rhythm. Integrating chickens into your homestead ecosystem allows them to feed themselves, improve your soil, and stay healthy. This is the foundation of a thriving backyard flock. Before you worry about feed, supplements, or breeds, start with the environment and behavior. Next video, We'll explore how to set up your homestead so chickens naturally feed themselves while improving your garden. But first, ensure your chickens are acting like chickens. If you found this valuable, subscribe to Homestead Systems. Comment below, which behavior is missing in your flock right now? Let's get your chickens back to being chickens, happy, healthy, and productive.